Class 4 over the 1,400 metres then for race number 6, which is the first leg of the sixer. No jackpot here. But Happy Sebring was very impressive, winning last time out, beating Flame Lily. Douglas White and Francis Lloyd. Spurto Credia last start course and distances winner as well. Wame Baby a roll from barrier 7. Empire Star yet to win in 13 starts, but placed 9 occasions. Emerald Spur was 4th on debut. Young Glory for the Racing Club makes his debut. Pace from Carefree Prince out wide, and Triumphant Light was 4th behind Happy Sebring last time.
Yeah, Carefree Prince often likes to go forward in his races. Hasn't had a particularly great season so far. Wame Baby is a regular front runner, usually at Happy Valley, but he's at Sha Tin this afternoon.
All right, let's take a look at Compassion Star. Now, this guy won a couple of races late last year and early on in the calendar year, November, January. He's moving and working quite nicely. Drawn well, a little claim there as well for Jack Wong. He'd be one I'd be very much considering for your TTs. And the Racing Club, Young Glory, nice looker. You can see him there on screen. He's got a real gleam to his coat. He's moving well. He's 11.65. He's on debut. He's had quite a solid preparation. Be interested to see how he handles race pressure, because the trials have suggested that he's going to struggle from what we've seen.
All right, he's got the blinkers on for his debut. Michael Friedman, Derek Lung in at the saddle. We'll start off with a winner here in Happy Sebring. This is pretty smart performance. Only his second start. It was a big price on debut, but they found him second up. When he got through, he absolutely flew. Yeah,
it took him a while to get through. If you were on this particular day, you'd have been cursing at the television at this point, but eventually the gap came. A bit like that horse Starshine at the weekend. Douglas White had to sit and suffer, but once he managed to thread him through, the response was immediate. He's going to be tough to beat, I think, despite the big weight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure he's going to get the same type of run, though. He was drawn barrier 6 there. The speed map we showed him 3 deep, no cover. If he ends up 3 deep, no cover, it'll be a different kettle of fish, but he's obviously a nice enough horse on that performance.
Yeah, and Avellino covered a stack of ground there. Is much better off at the weights, and is maybe find a bit of cover this time round. So we'll move on, though, to Experto Credit. It took him a while to break through, but break through he did. A Beautiful was disappointing out the back.
Exactly. It's interesting here that Joe Moreira rode Experto Crede, and now he's jumping back aboard Empire Star. Zach Purton will take over on Experto Crede, who took an eternity, John, to break his maiden, but they can often go on and win again.
They can. He hasn't done a huge amount wrong, this fellow Experto Crede. I don't think he's a wrong or anything like that. On this particular occasion, though, he was parked up close to a fairly slow middle pace in the race. I think he was just in a good position to exploit it. First two nicely on from the rest, though, there. I think he's a definite place chance, but I wouldn't be putting a huge amount on him to repeat.
All right, well, you mentioned Empire Star there. We can have a look at him in action. This is finishing in 4th. As I say, he hasn't won, but he's been very consistent as far as top 4 finishes are concerned.
He has, and I'm going to select him. We do go back onto the A course, so there'll be a fresh bit of grass, as you can see there, inside the rail for the big Group 1 program. And Empire Star will peel to the outside. He'll be looking to thunder down the middle. He'll also be hoping there's a mad scramble through the first 200 or 300 to put some tempo into the race. He is racing well. Viva Council, who wins there, came out and ran well again at his next start. You know, he's a 50-50 prospect because of his race pattern, but I think it's a race he can win.
Well, he's been in the first 4 8 times in 9 starts at Sha Tin. Whichever way the race is run, fast or slow, wide gate on the inside, he goes well. So I think he's getting another place chance here.
All right, OK. Emerald Spur was a big run on debut. Can he back it up? Let's find out with jockey Umberto Rispoli.
Umberto, you've done a lot of work with Emerald Spur leading into that debut run. Were you pleased with that performance?
Oh yeah, definitely, yes. It was a good start for him from the first time in Hong Kong. He drove pretty wide, so we decided to go back and give him a nice lesson to make him finish. The horse responds very well, still green, still a lot to come from him, so with a nice draw we can run a good race.
What about the step up to 1,400 metres here?
Well, it doesn't look like he has any problem. I mean, he's a big horse. He got such big stride. He's a very smart horse. In every work he ever done, he's pretty straightforward. So the race is not easy at all, but he can run very well.
Since that last run, you've ridden him in his track work. Has he improved since then?
Oh yeah. He's like I say, he's a very smart. I mean, he take very well his work. His last trial was very good. 1,400 is going to be a nice step for him, but I'm still thinking next season he can be a better horse.
You mentioned before, not necessarily an easy race. Happy Sebring was an impressive winner last time out. Is he the one to beat?
Oh, definitely, yes. For me, he's the favourite. I think he still has some lengths in the hands. Douglas gave him a softer win the last time, so for sure, this 100% is going to be the horse to beat.
Horse to beat, but at the moment, Umberto's actually on the favourite.
Yeah, it's only they've cleared right out those two, haven't they? So it looks the quinella of the weekend, perhaps. I ended up throwing in a wobbly with the 7 actually as my on-top selection, but it's a race. I think you'll need a few numbers again in your TTs. Empire Star, he'll be hoping they crack along early. He can get to the middle, run on with Empire Spur, so 7 and 8. And the 2, Experto Credo, will be handier, kicking strongly. Happy Sebring, I'm a little worried about where he's going to end up in the run and with the top weight. He's obviously a nice horse going forward. 7, 8, 2, 1. I'm going to do a trio, banker the 7, and you can sneak in your Avellino there for that little trio as well. I do think he's a chance of hitting the frame, Andrew.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got the same numbers, slightly different order though. I'm going to go with the top one here. Yes, he's got a big weight, slightly tricky draw, but I thought he won that race last time out in the style of a horse going places. So 1 on top for me, then 8, 7 and 2 with a win bet on number 1, the best way of playing the race.
Yeah, Happy Sebring for me as well. I thought that win was very, very smart indeed. All right, that was race number 6.